This episode is titled The Roach Motel. You know, I do not know what it is about me and love, but here is another horror story for you ladies and you gentlemen. Again, as I always say, don't judge me. Do not judge Aries. For I am not the first woman, and neither will I be the last woman who's supposed to be girlfriend set them up on a blind date from hell.
Well, that's no surprise at all.
I fell for the okie doke.
Oh no.
I am not going front, but when I see her, I'm going to sock her right in the face. As the young people say, for real, for real. And then I'm going to leave her a little parting gift.
Yep.
Just to let her know what I think about her, so that she would never forget me or my beautiful face.
What did you say? What did you say?
So that she would never forget me or my beautiful face.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to tell y'all, if you have a weak stomach, go somewhere and grab you a bucket, because you will vomit. Trust and believe, especially if you're eating raisins. This was supposed to be a double date for starters. Charlotte, who was supposed to be my girlfriend, and her man was hooking me up with his boy, Noah, which they swore to me was a dime piece and a really nice guy. So you know, Aries, I am always open to new experiences. So I was hyped.
Yep.
Because Charlotte's man is fine as all outdoors.
Oh, yes.
We were supposed to meet in front of this Italian restaurant at 7:30. Be on time. You want to be with me? Be on time. Because Aries is what? Aries is always on time. So when I arrived at the restaurant on time, I didn't see Charlotte and I didn't see her man. But what I did see was this cutie pie. But he was like 500 pounds.
No.
Now, I'm not fat shaming, but I do have a weight requirement.
Yep.
I heard a voice in my head that said, girl, butter and Crisco do not fry fat back meat the same way. You better run. And forget about getting your freak on. You can see from here that his fingers are the size of Vienna sausages. Girl, that's a clear sign that his wiener is the size of a pork and bean. Aries, you better run. I ignored the little voice in my head. But why? Why do I have to step and poop? Even though the scent is in the air. And the scent was in the air because something about this situation stunk. But all I can think of was Charlotte is going to pay for this. Because I put on my best Victoria's Secret underwear for this date. Just in case. You know why. I don't see nothing wrong. No, I don't. With a little bump and grind. And what I do with my body and with whom I do it with is my business.
Yes.
And I said, all of my business. So I extended my hand. And I was like, Noah, where's your boy? And where is my girl? And he was like, yeah, about that. I got a text from them stating that your girl canceled with my boy at the last moment. Aries, you gonna get this free meal. Put on your game face, girl. So Venom, who is always hungry, said, you still gonna feed me. me like I was crazy. And he was like, why are you talking like that? I was like, oh, did I say something? He said, yeah. I said, what did I say? Then Venom spoke. You still gonna feed me? I was like, oh, that was me? I'm sorry, my bad. That was my stomach. You still gonna feed me, right? He was like, I don't think I have a choice in the matter. And I was like, nope, you don't. I took hold of one of his Vienna plump sausage's hand and led him into the restaurant. Now, I ain't gonna front. Noah and I had a good time. We had great conversation and he paid the bill with no problem. I like that. Now, once we left the restaurant, Noah asked me, did I want to come back to his house for a nightcap? Now, I already knew it wasn't going to be no bumping and grinding. But a little tea and a cup of coffee never hurt nobody. So I was like, okay, cool. And if he tried anything, you know me, Aries, I know how to fight. And I had my switchblade just in case I had to cut him. So I followed him to his home. And when I walked into his house and heard click, click, I realized that he locked the door and it was a double-sided deadbolt.
Oh no.
That's when the voice in my head spoke again. Aries, I told you to take your butt home. But I'm like, I will whoop his cow high if it tries to force me to grind on his pork and bean. It ain't gonna be none of that. Then I quickly realized why the voice in my head was warning me to run to the nearest exit. This man didn't want to bring me no harm. He wanted me to come to his house so that the roaches could perform for me. Oh my gosh. I have never seen so many roaches in my life. They were dancing on the counter and the walls. This was the house version of the Roach Motel. The Circus Olay. What in the Pandora box is going on here? Sir, I started to itch all over. Then I started getting hot. I couldn't stay still, guys. Because, see, I don't do bugs. I almost had a stroke and a heart attack when one of them fell on me. Fell on me to say hello. I screamed to the top of my lungs. And then I began to slap myself. All over, trying to get them roaches and their family and their friends off of me. Because they all started falling. Like raindrops. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Noah looked at me so calm and had the nerve to say, have a seat, with a smile. Everyone has bugs in their house, girl. Why you tripping?
What did you say? What did you say?
I said, what in the Cheerio snap crackle box are you talking about, man? Open up this damn door or else. Girl, we just getting to know each other, he said. But if you ready to go, cause you freaked out over a little bug, then I'll unlock the door. I said as calmly as I could, cause see, my life was in his hands and his bugs right now. So I said, Noah, you the one that helped build the ark. I know you love bugs and you love animals of all kind. Jesus gave you instructions, bro. But see, I wasn't there. And so I don't want no part of it. You just don't have a few roaches, bro. F-E-W, as in T-W-O. W-O, 2 roaches. I can excuse that. But you have 1,000 or so more roaches. The money you spent on dinner, bruh, you should have taken it and paid pest control. Cause your home is a biohazard. But you know what? I ain't gonna trip. Just open the door. Cause I'm gonna help you out. So I'm going to take care of the creepy crawlers for you to give you a fresh start. So I got on my phone and I called my pal and told him, Houston, we have a problem.
Yep.
Him and the bug busters came to do business. They vacuumed up every roach, every creepy crawler that was lurking in his home. Once all the bugs were in a bag, I gave my buddy Charlotte's address. Now, when I arrived at Charlotte's house, I banged on the door. And I kept banging. Until Charlotte brought her nasty, trifling, lying behind to the door. She snatched open the door and had the nerves to bark at me, rolling her eyes with her bonnet on her head. Why are you banging on my door this time of night, Aries? Now you know Aries always got something to say. But in this case, I ain't say a word. I just pushed her to the floor and walked in and took a seat on her couch. Then I allowed her to get all up in my face as she screamed, Aries, I'm calling the po-po on you. You just don't walk up in here like you live here. This my house, Aries. Who you think you is, Aries? Coming to my house this time of night, Aries. So you know what I did, you guys? I handed her my phone. Call the cops. Call them. Call the po-po. I got something for them too. So she was like, what's up, Aries? Charlotte, why didn't you call or text me so that we could have canceled the double date? Why you left me hanging with what could have been a serial killer or rapist? Then she had the nerves to say, putting her hands on her hips, Aries, you need to stop being so dramatic. Noah is a good guy. I wouldn't have set you up on the date with a creep. This chick got it twisted. So I hit her with, funny you should use that word, creep. And I punched her in her face so hard, it put her to sleep for a minute. And when she came to, before she could say anything, I said, I'm going to give you the gift that keeps on giving. The men opened the bags and dumped all the roaches and other creepy crawlers on her. Welcome to the Roach Motel. The last I heard, she was still in hiding, recovering from bug bites. Don't play with Aries.